Hey, it's been a minute. Welcome back to small unknown YouTube commentator complaining about something that doesn't really personally affect them. Just a few weeks ago, we had the failed release of the Humane AI Pin. Touted as an abysmal failure within the world of tech and AI products, the Pin was advertised as a revolutionary personal assistant, powered by bleeding-edge artificial intelligence.
Make me sound more excited.
Your message to Andrew says I'll be there later tonight. Can't wait. Okay to send?
Yes.
Most of the complaints around the device is that it just couldn't really do anything right.
There's just so many things bad about it.
It's slow, it's inaccurate, and it costs $800 plus a subscription.
In fact, it doesn't do anything.
Well, while the launch of the Humane AI Pin was disappointing, to say the least, and the worst product I've ever reviewed, for now, to say the most, there emerged a new player within the field of AI personal assistants. The Rabbit R1. Compared to the Humane AI Pin, the R1 seemed better in almost every single aspect. No screen? Well, check this bad boy out. Too expensive? This one's only $200. No clear purpose or value in owning one? Well, yeah. So today we're going to be traveling through a timeline of discovery. Actually, the same journey that I went on in my exploration to figure out what the hell this thing was.
This is the Rabbit R1.
Before we get into the video, guys, if you haven't already, please consider subscribing to the channel. It really helps me out because my right collarbone actually protrudes more than my left. And if you subscribe, then maybe this one would go down a little bit or something. I don't know. So I first stumbled across the R1 on an Instagram ad. Now, most ads don't really grab my attention. I usually just scroll right past them, but this one was different. Why did it make me pause mid-scroll? Well, first of all, this picture of the R1 is something a lot of professional photographers would define as not good or poorly composed. There's a lot of different composition styles within the field of photography, but one very common guideline is called the rule of thirds. If you are familiar with photography, then you already know what I'm talking about, but if you're not, you've probably seen these grid lines before. Whether it was through a camera or an editing software, these lines actually exist for a reason. They're not just lines. Following the rule of thirds, you want the subject of your photo to fall in between one of these four intersecting lines. This basic technique of composition will naturally draw the viewer's eyes to the subject, and ultimately make the picture look aesthetically pleasing. Or good. So not only was this ad poorly composed, but it also didn't tell me anything about what the product is or what it does. The caption reads, "What's for lunch?" Not only does this caption make no sense to someone who is seeing the product for the first time, but it also doesn't make sense in the context of this photo. Again, we still have no idea what this thing is. Is that my lunch? Am I supposed to eat it? Am I its lunch? But you know what? Maybe this was all perfectly planned to grab someone's attention. Take a bad photo, make sure the composition's all off, and be sure to add a caption that elicits confusion. Does anyone have any good ideas for a caption? No wrong answers. God, I am so hungry. I wonder what's for lunch. Jeff, you are a genius.
My name is Jeff.
I mean, if this was actually intentional, then it worked on me. Here I am talking about it. You know what? Shout out to the marketing team at Rabbit. Let's go. Let's go, guys. Good job. You guys killed. After my discovery of this ad, I clicked on their Instagram page to try to figure out what this thing even did. But it turns out if you look at more posts on their Instagram, you kind of just get a little more confused. So I guess the only option we have now in trying to understand what this thing does is watching an introductory demo from the co-founder, Jesse.
Hi,
Hey.
my name is Jesse, and I'm the founder and CEO of Rabbit. Our mission is to create the simplest computer, something so intuitive that you don't need to learn how to use it.
No, Jesse, I'm here to learn how to use it. Please teach us.
Humans in large language models, however, or LLMs, cannot assist you in completing the booking process from start to finish. It's forcing a model to perform a task it is not designed. Web page using super prompts or screenshots. We have yet to produce an agent as good as users simply clicking the buttons. It is new funding that understands and on computers. Pack the large action model into an advanced RabbitOS operating system. It is built for real.
It's been like 6.5 minutes and I still don't know what this is supposed to do. Fun fact, when it takes 6.5 minutes to explain the problem that your product is solving, it's probably not that common of a problem.
Just press and hold the button and talk, like a walkie-talkie. Now, let's give it a shot.
Create a route that works with my goals. Then, start the best playlist to keep me motivated.
Watch what I'm doing here. Process all my new photos today just like this.
Find us a nice restaurant near here, then get us there.
Take me to the best spot to catch the sunset.
Email my divorce attorney and request custody over the kids on only Monday and Wednesdays. Let's scratch Fridays. I still need to have a weekend, right? Thanks. Alright, well the reviews are finally in, and at the time of recording this video, the R1 was just released last week, and it can do just about anything that your phone can do, except slower and less efficient. But hey, I mean, at least it's better than the Humane AI Pin. I mean, this one actually has a touchscreen that you can use. All you have to do to access it is turn the R1 sideways, and then it can just be used for typing. Everything else still has to be navigated using the little plastic wheel on the side. Hi, I'm Ben, and I lead our product team here at Rabbit. Well, I mean, surely there's a good reason that they didn't add a touchscreen. There is. It's actually the same reason the Humane AI Pin doesn't have a touchscreen either. You see, if we added one to it, then we kind of just accidentally made an inferior smartphone. Oh yeah, you're right. Why doesn't this feel very innovative? Great question. It's because it isn't. Okay, well, another complaint about the Humane AI Pin is that it couldn't connect to any apps on your phone. Well, the R1 can, and you can ask it to use those apps for you. They're calling it LAM, or Large Action Model. Exactly, and this is actually really great. And you get access to 4 apps. Huh? 4? Yes, 4. You can connect Spotify, Uber, DoorDash, and Midjourney, and that's it. Literally nothing else. Okay, yeah, so it's like a phone, but instead of having to choose from an endless amount of apps, which can be pretty overwhelming, the R1 makes it simple. You get 4. Nice, okay, I think I'm getting it. That's great, and all of these apps work seamlessly with R1. Except DoorDash. It can't really figure that one out. Well, while the R1 might fail a bit in execution, it makes up for in privacy. Unlike most apps, R1 will never spy on you because it doesn't have access to your location information, keeping your data safe.
Let me see what I can find. Weather forecast for Bloomfield, New Jersey. 070.
Why did you pick New Jersey? Do you know my location?
I do not have access to your location information. I mentioned New Jersey as an example location for the weather forecast. If you would like weather information for a specific location, please provide the location you are interested in.
Okay, but why did you pick New Jersey if you don't know my location? That's right near me.
I selected New Jersey as an example location for the weather forecast because it is a commonly known place. It was chosen randomly and not based on any specific information about your location.
Oh. Well, never mind. I mean, at least they developed AI that's smart enough to lie to you. That's gotta mean something. Come to think of it, they should have just advertised that instead. Are you tired of your technology being too honest with you? Hey Siri, what year did the first Kung Fu Panda release?
Kung Fu Panda released in 2008.
Yeah, I know it was 2008. I just thought you'd say something different. Well, introducing the Rabbit R1, the first personal assistant that will blatantly lie to you and tell you non-truths constantly. Hey Rabbit, who was the first US president?
Timothy Calamai.
Nice. Hey Rabbit, how many minutes are in 4 hours?
Des Moines, Iowa.
I told you it was Des Moines, you dummy. Shoot. Hey Rabbit, what's for lunch?
You.
So both the R1 and the Humane AI Pin are essentially just apps that have been packaged into a trendy looking device to justify a larger price tag. No one's gonna buy a $200 app from a company that no one's heard of, but if you put it in a fun little orange box, then yeah, some people will give it a go. The Rabbit R1 has promised a lot more app integration and cool updates in the future, but right now, it can't do much, and it's not really solving a problem that people have. But technology is advancing so fast, and I'm sure that one day the smartphone will be replaced by something that's better. But it's not this.
Find me a good podcast to pass the time. Oh, and tell everybody that I might be late.
But hey, I mean, at least Rabbit wasn't trying to make you pay a subscription to use their product. I can respect that. If you want to hear me talk more about subscriptions and how they're actually ruining everything, then you should check out this next video. It's been a minute, and I'll see you in the next one.